seen that she's got a lot of bruises around her body. What is that situation? What does it look like to you?
Well, yeah, she has a lot of bruises. She's got fresh bruises as well as old bruises on her body, her back especially. And I think that is one of the reasons the family never noticed over this 4 year period that she was abused. Um, Fatima didn't speak out at all. She was always fully close with her visitor. And I can assure you, those people, her family, her children, they visit her every week as much as they can, and they care, really love and care for. They are tremendously devastated about what happened here. So there's no way that they just abandoned her and just only found out now. They found out now because there was injuries on her face, and that is how it actually came out.
Okay, so let's understand the vulnerability of Fatima Callaghan. She's only 58 years old. Why was it necessary for the family to put her into a frail care center? 58 is fairly young for someone to be in a frail care center.
Yes, Fatima had a stroke following her mother's death, and she had a severe stroke, and the left side of her body was terribly affected. But when she went into the frail care center, she could walk and she could talk, though with difficulty. Um, the family tried caring for her at home, but they saw that there was a possibility that she could recover, and maybe start
Mm.
using a lift inside as well. And hence they looked for an institution that promised them that she will get physiotherapy, that she will get all the care so that she can become better and come home again. Because like it is, we don't have the specialities at home to look after a patient that had a severe stroke. So they only wanted the best for her. They paid a lot of money to keep her in that place, and to get her well.
What does Abida Fakhruddin, the owner of the center, have to say about these allegations that's made against her, the bad treatment of Fatima Callaghan? And I presume you have been to the center to go and inspect for yourself. Have you noticed if other patients have also presented with bruises, etc.?
I think it is, but let me start with Abida. She has not been forthcoming with the family. She's been very arrogant and rude to the family. She has, told them that they cannot enter the facility anymore. There are other patients. There is in fact another patient whose family also contacted me last night, and they said their family member also had bruises and stitches before, but they never thought that was the case. There was always a story that Abida used to give them, oh, they fell when the bathroom floor was wet or whatever. And it's concerning because if you know you're looking at frail patients, why would you have a sleek bathroom floor where people can fall? And why would you allow your patients to go and bath alone and be alone on their own when you
Mm.
know they can have an accident? So at the center, we were not allowed access, but the Department of Social Development of Johannesburg, they went on Thursday. They wouldn't let them in on Thursday, but on Friday they had to allow them in, and she spoke to them, and they went to the house. We are now awaiting the report from them because we want them to close that center. We want the people that is currently in there to find better accommodation where they will really be taken care of. That is no way to look after people. We have spoken to two of the patients in the center so far, and what they've told us is really, really concerning. They told us,
Okay. Okay,
people,
we've run out of time, unfortunately. Just very
yes,
one quick question to you. As I've indicated to you that we will talk with Abida tomorrow to give us her version of the story. How do you move forward with this issue? Because I mean, this is horrendous to hear that patients are being starved for days at a time. They're being beaten. They've been burnt with, I think, with cigarettes. Medication is being withheld from them. Are you going to be putting criminal charges against Abida's center and Abida Fakhruddin herself?
I am with the family. I will meet up with them in the next hour. We are going to the police station to open a criminal case against Abida, her daughter, and the staff. We are not
Oh,
going to leave this here. We want justice for this.
absolutely. Okay.
And
Let
I want to encourage other family members who has the same situation with their loved ones to come forward and to go and report it to the police. We cannot in this day and age allow our elderly people or our sick and frail people to be treated like this. No.
How many people does she house at that center?
We are not aware of exactly how many people. What we know definitely is she couldn't provide any records of injuries or medication or any records on Fatima. There's nothing that she could present to the family and say, but I've looked after, this is a medical record, she got the medication, this is an injury record, this is when she was injured. I mean, Fatima had a broken finger that healed on its own. It was confirmed by a doctor at the Helen Joseph Hospital. She told the family that she's taken Fatima on numerous occasions to the Helen Joseph Hospital. We couldn't find any record of that.
And obviously, if you're running a facility like a frail care center, you should be having a file on every patient, the progress they're making, any challenges they are facing, etc. So at a glance, you're on top of the situation with each and every patient, and you play open books with the family as well. Clearly, it seems that this has not happened in this case, but we will put all of these issues to her in tomorrow's interview. That is, if she is willing to come on air and defend her case.
No, absolutely. If she cannot present all those things that you just named now, then there is something wrong. If she cannot show you the credentials of the staff that works there, here's a physiotherapist and here's a paperwork, here is a nursing staff member and here's a credentials. If she cannot present that, then there is definitely a problem. She could have presented to the Callaghan family, so we don't know.
Okay, let's leave it there. We will try and follow up with her tomorrow. But Virginia, we do thank you indeed for taking care of our frail and elderly people. God bless you, and we will definitely be following up on the story. Thank you indeed, and you go well. Okay, and just before my pleasure entirely. Just before we end off, we have a message from someone called Flavor Flay Gordon, who all he can say is Astaghfirullah. And I echo your sentiments, Flavor Flay Gordon, on this story. Thank you for taking the time in to comment. And of course, that means we've come to the end of the show. It's 4 minutes after 10 o'clock. A big thank you to my producer, Nasreen Naidu, and you take care on the roads and don't forget your COVID protocols. Till tomorrow morning at the same time. As always, Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz from me, Julie Ali.